see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Allen. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Taylor. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jason.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Lopez wants to fire. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Red pass hits complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking for a man. It's Allen. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking banking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Lopez to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got his man. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Allen. He's going to run it. Oh, he just held it poorly. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Allen. Now improvising. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
It's a draw. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Lopez wants to fire. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. Gets the back moving. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play, then pick up a few. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Lopez to pass. Working that left side now. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Setting up the screen. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. They'll mark him out of... At the 11-yard line.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Lopez wants to fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
Let's go.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
42, South Carolina, 0.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half. Lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Got the quick completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, he found the space on the right. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Looking to throw again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. And the ball is free on the pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Fires to the right. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Lopez to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 6 over Clemson. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll try the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Gamecocks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A swipe downfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Going to take a shot on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Henderson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down will open up the final period. Lopez wants to fire. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
It's complete to the right. Turning it on.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that catch.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels are on the move. The give to the tailback. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The give from the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, a 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field. With the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fights off a defender. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Lopez to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Great place to start for this offense. Holds and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's LeBlanc. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. They're working that left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 5 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. At the 35, he's open. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.